Hello there, are you confused about the different spots in Calpheon Elvia and are wondering where to start? If so, then welcome to this quick primer on the region. I'll explain to you which spots are good for scorching sunshots and which ones are better for the crystallized despairs, along with a quick showcase of all the different Elvia bosses. Take note, the more detailed guides on all the spots are in the description, so if you do see one you fancy, feel free to take a deeper dive there. First up, Elvia Saunils, a fairly chill spot with modest gear requirements, one at which you can start as soon as you complete a couple of Jatina pens, never mind the Caphras. Spot itself is fairly easy to do and has some nice cinematic hotshots firing in the background with an increased chance for scorching sunshots. One of the better spots to grind it if you're fairly new to the game and are still working on your Black Star and or Godra 8 weapon, not to mention lizard kebabs. You can expect about 350 mil an hour here assuming you sell everything, and also there is a quest that gives you a free 20 sun shards at the node manager here. Up next is Elvia Rhutums, a place where not much is known about these green cracks, so humane scientific research is being carried out here. Moderate gear requirements along with minimal grinding mechanics makes this spot quite a straightforward choice for grinders, and like the Saunils, scorching sunshots seem to have a higher drop rate than crystallized despairs. Super-wise, you can expect about the same, around 350 mil an hour, assuming you sell everything. And then we have the Giants. This is perhaps the simplest spot out of all. You just need to draw circles around the spot and watch them eating nuns. Here you are approaching the current aka 2022 soft cap gear of 289 Kutum and C9 armors, though surprisingly the Giants don't hit too hard. Here you kinda have a balance of both crystallized despairs and scorching sunshots, but the sunshots seem to drop more frequently. Super-wise, 450 mil an hour seems to be a good conservative estimate assuming you sell everything. Moving on to Hexe Sanctuary, here the skeleton janitors are in great demand as you go around sweeping and vacuuming the floor. At this point you need to have decently high gear in order to grind safely here, as skeleton mobs do large chunks of damage. Do focus a bit more on DP if you are just starting up in this spot. Crystallized despairs drop more frequently than scorching sunshots, and you can expect roughly 650 mil an hour if you sell everything. And lastly, the Calpheon Dance Society welcomes your presence in Calpheon's Queen Hill Dance Hall. Here you need gear level higher than Hexe Sanctuary, and the trolls for the most part have predictable animations, which means it's easy to dodge their attacks once you're familiar with them. They do hit hard and you can easily be sent to the backstage, and blast fragments drop frequently here. Super-wise, depending on the market price of your region, you could be looking at around 700 mil or more. Until Rift bosses, there are three main types: the Giga Gourd, the Ogre, and the Cyclops. You will know when one spawns, as the spot itself will conjure up a red dome covering its entirety. Taking a look at the Giga Gourd, his imminent arrival is foretold by the appearance of yellow pipsqueaks, and killing enough of these micro mobs will drag him out as he pops out holding a giant oversized machete. The Cyclops, as the name suggests, has only one eye, but looking at how tall the damn thing is, you probably won't be able to see any eyes at all within the frame. He spawns by his lonesome, holding a makeshift club with a wagon wheel. And finally, the Ogre will also appear by his lonesome, though without any weapons, and primarily stomps around and tries to slap you with his hands. Balloon animations, anybody? Note, he also has enough dexterity to roam about with his leaps, so do take precautions to avoid becoming an ogre pancake. All three bosses have slow and conspicuous attack animations that are easy to read. Be sure to dodge and attack them around the regular mobs in the spot you're in to speed up their departure back into the rift. And upon their demise, they will provide a 5-minute damage buff with a 30-minute cooldown to you, which will speed up your clear speed along with an almost guaranteed crystallized despair. And that's about it for the primer. Hopefully this assists in your decision on where to grind for your Calpheon needs, and if you enjoyed this video, please do consider dropping a like or a sub to promote Calpheon tourism. With that, take care and goodbye.